What's up, everyone? This is Jackie again. I don't know what today's video is necessarily going to be about. Okay, I know what today's video is going to be about. It's going to be about the mundane world and people who are stuck in that and how sad it is. It's sad when a person is stuck in their basic ass 3D mindset and can't see nothing outside of that. And it's natural, or it would be more forgivable if you were an old individual, not even 60, 70s, late 70s and 80s. But to be 60 and under, I'm going to say 40 and under, 50 and under, and you still stuck in the same old energy, thinking that shit is going to work, having the proof, spirit showing you that shit don't work no more. Well, you know what? You know what? I can't even look at it like it's an age thing, because I really do feel like some people are programmed for. Some people may be somewhat programmed to and be allowed to have that old energy work for them, because if they weren't, they might as well don't even get an opportunity to be here on earth, because that shit, by this point, their life wouldn't be fair. But for some of us, and I'm quite sure that at a certain point in time, that cutoff time was over. Like, what I mean by that is, like, age wouldn't have anything to do with it, because say, for instance, and I'm just saying for an example so you can see what I'm saying, like maybe 1930, 1955, that's when it manifested here on earth, that the old energy will be outdated for this group of individuals to come after this point, after 2020, you know what I mean? Something like that. I hope you got it. I don't want to keep talking because I don't want to make the shit be more confusing. But anyways, so I know that some people who are supposed to be having the experience of learning about the new energy. I was going to say like a big mouthful. I know that some people who are supposed to be experiencing evolving from the old ways to the new ways are just choosing out of it being easier, and them not wanting to take control in that way out of fear, not having enough faith, damn sure not knowing shit. They choose to just stick to the old way. And when you encounter people like that, you can't do nothing. But sometimes we're attached to people like that. And the only way I can see you being attached to somebody and not having a say is if you're a child, or you may be in a situation with a parent as an adult, and your parent may need you. But for the most part, if you're attached to some shit like that, and you know that that's not the route you want to go, then that's a part of your journey to find your way out. That's going to be what helps to shape and mold you to be what it is that was a part of the story for a purpose. The purpose being your evolution, your growth. So if you find yourself in that scenario and you know damn well this is not what it is that you're supposed to be doing, you need to be coming up with a plan. And right now it's very vital that we find our way to having some type of progression when it comes to what makes us feel comfortable here in our skin, being in peace with ourselves, because it's only going to get worse from here. I'm sorry, but it's only going to get worse from here if you decide to be one of those individuals who's just going to decide to be stuck in their ways. And you, especially if you know better. I must be talking to somebody because I felt that. But anyway, so I'm not gonna pull no tarot. I just had it out. But I want to talk more on this channel. So let me think of something else to say. Don't allow the people on the outside and what they feel. The fuck. And what they may have to say and how they may look at you. Hopefully we've evolved past that, because Well, I know it's a new cycle coming in, so it's a lot of new individuals that's about to be on this path. So I'm gonna go ahead on and speak on it like it's relevant, because it is. Everything is relevant. So don't allow others to just by their energy to hold you back. You gonna let somebody's energy hold you back? Come on, man, you're stronger than that. It's like that peer pressure energy, and without even having to use words to express how you feel. And I feel like a lot of people who will be going through this will be in my age bracket, because I noticed that the younger generation, and I love it, they don't give a damn about how nobody look at them. They'll come on this bitch looking retarded on purpose. But my generation, we have this fear of people judging us and being called weird and shit. Fuck that. Because at the end of the day, you want to be like everybody else, or you want to be an individual. And an individual is something that nobody has ever seen. No, it's something totally different than anything else. So how can it not be anything but weird when you want to compare it to a group of shit that is the same? We're trying to break that cycle, because the cycle that we have created as humanity is going to a pit of hell unless you pull out. Because like I said, it's an individual thing. I know that the universe is not the universe, but the earth and the inhabitants on the earth is we all have to face the things together. But at the same time, we don't even know how this shit really fucking works. There's so many different dimensions and so many different potentials. We can, in my mind, how I look at it, when nothing else in my mind would make me feel better about humanity and the route that we're heading to, and I'm heading to, because I'm a part of humanity, I realize that I can be in a parallel dimension. Fuck that. I'm not finna goddamn just settle and say we finna go to, we're just gonna, no, because we know that there's, I don't know how to talk about this because I'm not scientifically with the verbalization savvy on talking about this type of shit. But more than likely, you already know the fuck I'm coming from. So you don't have to just look at the world and say, okay, this is what the world is doing. I guess I have no hope anyways, so fuck it. No, because just like, okay, the Mandela effect and shit like that, all that shit is a result of us being in multi dimensions and having parallel experiences, having experiences through parallel universes of the same shit that's different, and we can jump from back. We do it all the fucking time. We just don't know it, and that's a part of the cultivation of spirituality, so that you can understand how this shit works and use it. Because we're going through an evolution, we're going through an ascension, and a part of that ascension is us being able to use these magical spiritual abilities that we think is a fucking fairy tale right now. But if you've been on this path for a little while, at least a couple of years by now, you'll see that damn, this shit is, I've experienced what I thought was once a fairy tale. So now I know that there are parallel dimensions, and I've hopped them bitches so many times already. But for those of us who don't know that, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance, so that, and what I mean by giving yourself a chance is give yourself an opportunity to really find that deep potential inside of you that is nowhere in nobody else but you. And it's like, okay, I was very shy as a child, but I knew I had so much fucking potential, but I wouldn't allow myself to even explore that potential based on how everybody else would look at me. That's what I mean by giving yourself an opportunity. Don't worry about unless it's morally against your own moral reasons. Other than that, don't worry about how anybody views your perspective. You ain't got to talk to nobody about it. So don't invite your views and shit on people either that you know can potentially hurt your feelings while you're early in your growth. Because by the time you get more mature in your spiritual growth, what you have to say will shut down a 3D person's perspective like that. But you might not be there yet. So to keep yourself protected while you're still in this little baby cocoon, keep shit to yourself. Because you already know the people that you're probably going to try to talk to about it ain't going to have the answers no motherfucking way. You're going to be the one to have to give them the answers eventually. You probably got more answers than they got already and want to tell them, but you're not cultivating your own spirituality to have the confidence within yourself so that it can be projected and they can look at you like somebody to look at. So just hold your horses, sit back, allow spirit to cultivate you, and be cool. Okay, I'm finna go, y'all. I just wanted to make sure I did a video over for 3 minutes. And it's 10 minutes and 17 seconds. Bye.